Good evening. This is Pintun from OdishaTV.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. Bringing cheers to international flyers from Odisha, Air India begins first international flight to Dubai from Bhubaneswar Airport. Opposition leaders throng Belo Bahali to sympathize with villagers who fought with police protesting breeze over Kosai River. In a bid to win over the trust of Dongriya Kandas in Niyamgiri Hills, Rayagada collector and SP walked 12 kilometers to meet the tribals in their villages. Police decide to interrogate air hostess Chitra Atwani at her Darbhanga residence in Bihar in connection with Deccan Chronicle Hangcho arrest. And eminent industrialist and Infra Group founder Bansidhar Panda conferred honorary degree by National Institute of Technology, Rourkela. Now the details. The long-awaited international operations from Bhubaneswar Airport was launched with the first overseas flight taking off from Biju Patnaik International Airport yesterday. National carrier Air India began its daily operations connecting Bhubaneswar to Dubai via New Delhi. Air India flight AI-078, flagged off by Union Ministers Jewel Oram and Dharmendra Pradhan, flew from Terminal 2 of the airport with 163 passengers on board, of whom 35 were headed for New York, London, Abu Dhabi, Bahrain, Muscat, Dubai, Singapore and Tokyo. Speaking on the occasion, Air India chairman cum managing director Rohit Nandan said the international flight service is following the hub and spoke model. According to the system, immigration checks will be done at Bhubaneswar Airport and the passengers even have the option to complete formalities in ODIA. Describing the start of the international flight operations from Bhubaneswar as a historic development, Oram said it would give substantial boost to tourism industry as well as trade and commerce in the state. Pradhan said immigration, customs and other clearances would be given to passengers travelling abroad and they would simply have to board another flight to Dubai after landing in Delhi. He added that talks are on with airlines like Indigo, SpiceJet and AirAsia for starting international operations from Bhubaneswar. The Petroleum Minister further stated that air links with as many as 101 foreign destinations will be established from Bhubaneswar very soon. Flight AI-078, a 182-seater A321 with 12 executive class and 170 economy class seats, leaves Bhubaneswar at 2 p.m. and reaches Delhi at 4:25 p.m. The incoming flight AI-077 is 168-seater A320 reaches Bhubaneswar at 9 a.m. after taking off at 7 from Delhi. On the other hand, Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik gave the inaugural function a miss, reportedly in protest against the centre's failure to start flights directly to international destinations from the city airport. Though the Civil Aviation Ministry had agreed to start direct international flights from the Bhubaneswar airport, later it changed the flight schedule.
निश्चित भाव में आपनकर इंटरनेशनल ऑपरेशन भाया बड़ शहर देकरी हुए तो सेति बोलकर एठू विभिन्न बड़ शहर देकरी विभिन्न डेस्टिनेशन को ऑपरेशन हबो.
एयर कंपनी संगे ए भितर मु आलोचना भी करछि. इंडिगो, स्पाइसजेट, एयर एशिया एमान संगे आलोचना चली. विभिन्न जगह में ओडिशार संभावना विषय में बुझाऊँ. ओडिशार पर्यटन शिल्प, ओडिशार शिल्पायन एतिरे जो जो भाया भाव कथा आगू बढ़ पैसेंजर जो जो भाया आसवे से गुड़िक भुवनेश्वर विमान बंदर संगे जोड़ी हो.
इंटरनेशनल फ्लाइट कथा घोषणा करागला से वास्तव इंटरनेशनल हो पारना. फ्लाइट एठू जीव यात्री को लेकिन दिल्ली में ओह्लैदेव और से आउ गोटे उड़ाजहाज आगू बढ़े. तेणुक से प्रतिवाद जन.
In an effort to win the trust of the members of Dongriya Kand community of Niyamgiri Hills in Rayagada district, the local administration yesterday ventured through the hilly terrain and met the inhabitants of the region. The aim of the 12-kilometer-long walk through the highs and lows of the mountains was to help the tribals develop their socio-economic condition. Rayagada collector and superintendent of police spoke to the Kandas for a long time and inquired about their social life. The collector said the mission is intended for the administrative officials to reach out to the villagers and make them part of the government welfare schemes on health, education, road connectivity and facilitate safe drinking water. Sources said the tribals, though still appear to be living in fear and reluctant to let outsiders get to them, agreed to work with the government in implementing the projects in their areas.
जे अंचल जेहेतु आदिवासी लोक मैंने रोचे डंगरिया कंध आदिवासी मैंने रोचे जो प्रिमिटिव ट्राइबल ग्रुप से सहित केमती आम संपर्क प्रत्यक्ष संपर्क स्थापन करूँ एवं सहित असुविधाटा कौटी कौटी रही है भल भाव बुझापी एठिक आसलु आम एठिक देखू के अधिका एठी आसिक सहित प्रत्यक्ष संपर्क रखिक आम समस्या समाधान कर
बहुत तारा आसला आमको जना पड़े डिमांड बेसी अच्छी डेवलपमेंट डिमांड बेसी अच्छी से संपूर्ण भाव में पूरा अचीव करने को सबू जिला तरफ सबू मिसिक आसते दाबी सबू से सबू पूरा संपूर्ण भाव में करने को आम चेष्टा करेंगे.
Commissionerate Police have decided to interrogate Chitra Atwani at her Darbhanga residence in Bihar after she has sent a letter to the cops attaching a medical report mentioning that she would not be able to depose before it as per their summons. The doctor's report reportedly read that she was injured after a fall at her home. Earlier, the police have served 2 summons to the Mumbai-based air hostess in connection with the arrest of Deccan Chronicle Group Vice Chairman P.K. Iyer. Atwani neither deposed before the police nor responded to the June 16 summons. She rather sought anticipatory bail from Odisha High Court. Before serving the second summons, Police Commissioner R.P. Sharma had said if Atwani fails to depose this time, a warrant will be issued to arrest her. According to police sources, the summons were issued at her Darbhanga address in Bihar. Atwani's link with Iyer came to the fore after his arrest in a midnight swoop on June 7 from a room in Bhubaneswar-based 5-star hotel Trident booked in her name. Preliminary investigations have revealed that both Atwani and Iyer had stayed together in the hotel for 10 days. Later, Atwani booked another room in the hotel in her name and left the city. But Iyer continued to stay in that room till his arrest. Infra Group founder Bansidhar Panda and Manindra Agarwal, a computer science professor at IIT Kanpur, were conferred honoris causa or honorary degrees by the National Institute of Technology, Rourkela, at a special convocation in Bhubaneswar yesterday. IIT Bhubaneswar Director Professor R.B. Rajkumar gave away the citations to Panda and Agarwal. Addressing the gathering, NIT Rourkela Director Sunil Sarangi said the institute feels privileged in honoring the 2 distinguished personalities who have made remarkable contributions to the society in their respective fields. Sarangi said the event is significant because it would be the first activity of the institute on the site after it was handed over to NIT by the state government recently. The government has allotted an 1-acre plot to NIT to construct its extension center in the capital city. The NIT director said the institute would use the center for running short-term courses for teachers of engineering colleges, international conferences, besides having regular interfaces with the government, meeting the industry leaders and coordinating campus hiring. A fire broke out at the Mosquito Research Center of the Regional Medical Research Center in Bhubaneswar yesterday. Short circuit is suspected to be the source of the fire, which gutted expensive DNA sequencer machine at the center. Moreover, some documents and 3 computers were destroyed by the blaze, which was detected after thick cloud of smoke emerged from the center. The Chandrasekharpur Fire Brigade reached the center and brought the blaze under control. Meanwhile, the center's authorities have launched a departmental inquiry into the incident.
तार मस्किटो रिसर्च रूम से फास्ट फ्लोर रे तार से फास्ट फ्लोर रे तार 40-50 12 वोल्टर बैटेरी बोले सर्किट हायर एससी कनेक्शन थिला हाई वोल्टेज हेकरी माने शॉर्ट सर्किट निया लागिछि एटा हम जदी यथाशीघ्र न पहुंचतांतु बहुत कोटी कोटी टका पड़थिले क्षति थांदा.
BJP MLA from Bajraj Nagar, Radharani Panda, who was accused of kidnapping and assaulting the party's youth wing coordinator Sujit Singh, refuted all the allegations made against her. In a press conference yesterday, Panda claimed that a false case has been registered against her. Alleging that she has been receiving death threats from Singh, Panda urged that a high-level inquiry should be conducted into the matter to unearth the truth. Having faced criticism from all quarters for Navakalivara fiasco, Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik yesterday directed Sri Mandir administration and officials concerned for timely completion of all the rituals of the deities during the ensuing Rath Yatra. Official sources said Patnaik asked his ministers to ensure that the remaining infrastructure project work related to Navakalivara are completed within the given time. Taking stock of the chariot construction work in Puri, the Chief Minister instructed the officials to closely monitor the work so that it can be completed on time. During Rath Yatra, the state government would deploy 9,000 policemen in Puri. After a review meeting on security and law and order situation, DGP Sanjeev Marik had said altogether 164 platoons of police force would be pressed into service. He added that 12 commandants of SP rank, 30 assistant SPs, 20 DSPs, 120 inspectors, 680 sub-inspectors, 500 constables and 2,500 home guards would be deployed during the festival.
This being the Nabaka Labor Year, we expect a large number of tourists, both from India and abroad. The state government has made elaborate arrangements for the smooth conduct of the festival. I hope with the cooperation of all, we can make the festival a grand success.
माने जोग देथिले सेमाने अनेक गुडे उपादेय प्रस्ताव मध्ये रखिथिले तो सेगुडी को नोट करागला क्षेत्र जते दूर संभव ता ऊपर पदक्षेप निया जिवो आउ जोठी किछि काम जदि सरी नाही सेगुडी को पॉइंट आउट करा जायछि सेगुडी को मध्ये शीघ्र सारिया पई संपुक्त अधिकारी मान को निर्देश दिया जायछि
तट सुरक्षा पाई आम विशेष 5 टनर और 15 टन वाला बोट इंटरसेप्टर बोट को पूरी तट पाई आना जायछि अन्य जगह रे बोही करी सुरक्षा पाई लो फ्लाइंग जोन एटा को विशेष करी निषेध करा जवा पाई लिखा जायछि सेटा हे जिवो.
President Pranab Mukherjee will come to Odisha on a 2-day visit on August 7 and 8 to attend various programs. As per the schedule, Mukherjee will arrive at the Biju Patnaik International Airport at 1:45 p.m. on August 7 and will visit Rameswar High School near Khurda to attend its Golden Jubilee function. Later, he will visit Puri for darshan of Lord Jagannath in the evening and will spend the night at Raj Bhavan in the pilgrim city. Next day, he will leave for Cuttack to attend the annual convocation of the National Law University, an official communique said. In a tragic incident, 7 members of a family, including 3 infants and 2 women, sustained critical burn injuries when a fire broke out after a cooking gas cylinder exploded in a house in Lakshmi Nagar area of Balangir district. The victims were first rushed to the district headquarters hospital. Later, the infants were shifted to Burla Medical College and Hospital in critical condition. The doctor attending the victims said more than 40% of the body parts of the babies are burnt due to the fire and their condition is critical. Though the reason behind the blast is yet to be ascertained, it is suspected that LPG cylinder might have exploded due to leakage in it.
अरे गैस लीकेज है घर जाकर बिजली गिरी थिला कैसे आ गया से मोर सास बुढ़ी होरे गैस जालमी जते बोला भक कला सब आड़े आ गया और पाइप फाट सबडा निया लागला आया
तीनोटी छुआंकर अवस्था गुरुतर अच्छी 2 जन छुआ 3 वर्षर और जड़े छुआ 6 वर्षर से 3 जन छुआ को आम बुर्ला मेडिकल कॉलेज को रेफर कर जहाँ तर घर लोकंर कहवा अनुसार रोसई करुवा अवस्था गैस रू हठात निआ लगिगला और से निआटा घर सारा खेली जिते छुआ और स्त्री लोक पुरुष मैंने समस्ते पोड़ी गले.
In a shocking incident of medical negligence, 2 persons took seriously ill after being administered saline drips at Salepur Community Health Center in Cuttack district yesterday. The victims have been identified as Anjum Ahara Bibi and Sahil Sekhar Naik of Lunahar village. According to sources, the victims were admitted to the hospital for stomach ache, vomiting and loose motion. However, after being administered a specific type of saline drips, the patients developed complications like shivering and fever. After noticing the severity of their health conditions, the doctors stopped the saline drips.
सालाइन लगेला 15-20 मिनिट मात्र देहा तो एबडे था देहा तो गोड़ फोड़ एमती बंका हो गला माने एबडे मुंड फुंड बिंधिला माने सेंसलेस हो गले मैडम संग संग आसी देखले कहले फिर पेशेंट सीरियस हो जायछि सालाइन हरिका गाड़ी के फोबाड़ देले कहले कटक रिफर कर देले ऑलरेडी खाली राती रु झाडा होतला ताको आसी सकाळे आनिले आनिला परे ताको सालाइन देले देहा होइछि तार ठीक 15 मिनिट परे तार रिएक्शन हला सालाइन रिएक्शन हला परे तार गोड़ा तो झिमझिम हे कि तार बांती बांती आरंभ हला
तापर जब डॉक्टर को डाकिली डॉक्टर कहले ना एटा किछि नाही तापर आसी कि डॉक्टर साइंस काढी देले काढी देकी पळेले
ये तो सुनिथिले आरएल रिएक्शन करूची एनएस करूनी स्टिल जेहेतु राइगर हो इमिडिएट एनी नॉर्मल एनी आईवी फ्लूइड भी टेम्परेचर केस रे जदी भी दिया जाए से बेले बेले राइगर भी करे तो से केस मुगल आगे डिस्कंटिन्यू कर सलाइन पे मु श्योर माने श्योर ही मु आपन कहि परिम जे सलाइन जोगु एटा राइगर
किंतु से सलाइन काढी दे जी रिएक्शन
आगे जेहेतु राइगर हैला मु कल इमिडिएट आगे डिस्कंटिन्यू कर
4 days after the violent clash between villagers and police at Belbahali near Anandpur in Keonjhar district left scores injured and 100 behind the bars, opposition parties are now thronging the place to take stock of the situation and sympathize with the villagers who have been protesting a proposed bridge on Kosai River. A BJP team led by party's state president KV Singh Deo reached Belbahali today after a Congress team led by opposition leader Narsingh Mishra and party state president Prasad Harichandan visited the place yesterday. Congress leaders pledged their support to the protest and said that steps will be taken by the party to raise the issue in the assembly. Making their intentions clear, the leaders said if required, peaceful protest will be carried out not only in the village but also outside. The villagers of Belbahali clashed with police on June 7 while protesting the proposed bridge as part of NH 215 extension. The protest has been a long-running one and several rounds of negotiations with the administration regarding relocation of the bridge have yielded no results. Before wrapping up, the headlines once again. Bringing cheers to international flyers from Odisha, Air India begins first international flight to Dubai from Bhubaneswar Airport. Opposition leaders throng Belbahali to sympathize with villagers who fought with police protesting bridge over Kosai River. In a bid to win over the trust of Dongriya Kandas in Niamgiri Hills, Rayagada collector and SP walked 12 kilometers to meet the tribals in their villages. Police decide to interrogate air hostess Chitra Atwani at her Darbhanga residence in Bihar in connection with Deccan Chronicle Hancho arrest. And eminent industrialist and Infra Group founder Bansidhar Panda conferred honorary degree by National Institute of Technology, Rourkela. Thank you for watching. Good night.